Oh wow, it is here, you guys. The big test is here. Mark my words. This is critical decision time. The pattern being painted on the 1 hour chart for Bitcoin tells one story. Look at where Bitcoin is on this daily chart. Absolutely so consolidated. We are about to see the move. But guys, what will this next move mean? In my opinion, this next move will prove whether or not, for once and for all, if this is actually the culmination into bull mode or not, and I want to explain why, because we have a lot of details about that. And as you guys know from yesterday's update, we broke the 21 weekly moving average, but as you can see here on the daily chart, what happened is soon on the daily chart within the days following, what happened to Bitcoin as soon as it broke that and then led to that gradual rise? What happened then? Will it happen this time? And if it fails, oh jeebers, oh zoinky scoob, what would happen this time? Wow, we have so much to get into. Can't wait to get into it with you guys. Let the games begin. Wow, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another very exciting video. This is absolute critical, crucial time. You might notice not many people are making videos on the price right now because, guys, this is absolute ride or fly time. This is the critical moment. This is where people are a little too afraid of the risk of posting these videos because this is absolute decision time. We are in the middle of decision time, and I kid you not, guys, this will be huge. I think in a very short amount of time, as I'll show you on these charts why I believe that, we're about to see a major move. And more than likely, it might be coming down to test some very key support and then initiate full-on bull mode. But that is why this time is so decisive. That's why this time is so important, because if it manages to do what we're gonna show you on these charts, then guys, there's almost no doubt in my extremely large brain, I'm just kidding, I have a normal size head, that this will be extremely huge for Bitcoin and crypto. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for the support. You guys have clearly been loving the videos, absolutely been skyrocketing on this channel. It's been so much fun. But guys, if you want to, make sure, if you want to enter for this giveaway at the end of the month, 2 people are going to win these letters. All you have to do is leave a comment below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, ding that bell, follow me on Twitter, and let's see what this sauce is all about. So guys, this pattern on the hourly chart, again, we don't put too much stock in hourly patterns, but this does look, you can see this consolidating pattern. It looks as though it almost is forming a very small ascending channel here. It seems to be something like that. Now, there could be a much more unique pattern in play. We would have to wait. That's kind of one of the risks of doing this so early within this pattern, because this pattern is extremely new, only about 2 days old. But right now, things are very much holding within this structure. But I want to draw your attention to something extremely interesting on the daily chart. Now, this is absolutely, to me, mind-blowing. And I use that word, I don't use that word lightly. We don't throw that word around unless it's important, but look exactly where this pattern has consolidated in the last 4 days. Do you notice anything here, guys? So you guys know the infamous purple trend line right here, and you guys know these other 2 lines, parallel lines to that purple line, and how key they are in getting back to bull mode, okay? So we have this line here. These lines are a little bit harder to see, so actually maybe I'll beef them up. I made these lines a little bit beefier for you guys so you can see them. So we have this very critical, important trend line. You guys know I've been talking about this for months. And now we also have these 2 parallel lines that are absolutely crucial. I've been talking about those for months as well. But now guys, look exactly where we're at, okay? So besides finding some key support, I want to show this, or some key resistance. I want to show this to you guys. Okay, I want to show you guys this. If we take this from the high of this move, okay, around the 10,000, before we had that massive drop back into the descending channel, if we take the fib and we draw that out to the lows, okay, the lows of this inverse head and shoulder right about here, you see something very unique, okay? Look what this is. Also, between the golden pocket right here, you see this very structural line right here, okay? So that's where we're finding some resistance here, the 6.5 and the 0.618, okay? So that's one of the reasons I do believe that we're finding some resistance there. Very key thing to look at there. Also, absolutely beautiful that we're actually testing this second parallel line right here, finding support right here so far. But guys, do I think it'll hold up? Honestly, I do think that a pullback below this, finding some support a little bit below it and then blasting through is the best case scenario. And it happened very fast, happened within a few days. But I think that is the best case scenario. And in my opinion, I kind of think that that's most likely where we're heading. But this is just critical time right now, guys. We need consolidation. And that leads me to something very, very exciting and very important as well. We have to keep a note of this. So April 1st, 2019, if we go back on this chart to April 1st, 2019, right here, you can see this massive daily candle, okay? Very, very, very big and extremely important. It's when we got the biggest burst of 2019. 4150 all the way up to 5,000 in one day, but that began the rally to Bitcoin hitting $14,000 over the next 2 months. Absolutely wild, okay? But it started with this $1,000 daily candle. Now, when it first broke right here, you see it absolutely shoot above the 21 daily moving average, but you see over the next few weeks, you see it come down, consolidate a little bit, find some support here, okay? Find support here, and then continue up, okay? And again, that began a massive run. It went up over about another 10,000 US dollars. Absolutely insane is what that run culminated in. Almost $10,000, about 9,000 US dollars. Crazy, right? Now, if we take this to the weekly, you can see it here. You can see it shattered through here. You see it come down a little bit, but this is on the weekly chart. So you saw it come back to test on the daily. So if the same thing would happen here with the daily, you guys, then we would see maybe a pullback to similar to where the 21 daily is, right around this 82, 84, which many people have been calling for as a very good level of support. Okay, that's what it would look like on this chart, somewhere around here. So we come down maybe around here and then continue to blast off. But again, guys, when it pumps, it dumps. When it dumps, it pumps. We need to understand the market, okay? To make it as simple as possible, this is the structure of many markets, up and down, okay? Very, very simple. So to expect, after these huge moves over the last few weeks, to just keep going up, guys, let's be realistic. I do think it would be healthier and better if we got a little bit of a pullback, and then that would, in my opinion, confirm that we could then go much higher. It would be much healthier, in my opinion. So that 8,200 level right here, guys, right around here as well, this is so key. And again, this would keep us above this line right here. Right here, oh my gosh, just look at this, so exciting. This is getting me so good right now, so excited. Right around this 83, right around this level. So I personally think over the next day or two, I think this is where we should head. Now, some of you guys might not want that, but I think a lot of you guys on this channel have been learning a lot and absolutely, definitely on board. And I think a lot of you guys will be like, you know what, actually, that is exactly what we should do. So I think actually many of you guys actually believe this is kind of like the next move, okay? We're trying to get a feel for the market. So again, definitely the case. And then guys, what's even more exciting is that we get that pullback. If we got the pullback and we found some support, then we can even go up and try to test this third parallel line. And that's where things get incredibly exciting, okay? So this could all happen on a very short time frame, you guys. It could be something like this. So very, very exciting, very crucial. And I want to point your attention. So you see this is clearly also a golden pocket from that Fibra trace from these guys here. When you take it down, it's clearly the parallel line. Second, number 2 here, number 2 parallel line. And right here, it's some key resistance right around that $8,800 level, which, as you guys know, very key. I don't know what that was. What does that even do? Wow, look at us. We're in the twilight zone, gang. Look at us. We broke the crypto charts because that's how good we are. Just kidding, you guys. So, okay, so many things moving here. And guys, I just want to be honest. I just want to be realistic because we like being accurate with our TA. And boy, have we been. But I do think a pullback in the short term is necessary before some mad lad continuation. This is still so bullish, okay? But as we were talking about here, as we were talking about down here, this consolidation is necessary, and I think it should continue for at least another day or two. Now, looking at this hourly chart as well, guys, this is just very interesting how this is shaping up, because there still is a variety of patterns that could be playing out on this hourly chart. Again, this is very speculative because hourly and smaller time frames are essentially very speculative. I'm not drawing anything in particular there. I was kind of just tracing what the lines seem to be doing. But it does look like some sort of ascending channel, and those actually normally would break down break down, if anything. So 8,200, 8,300, guys, that's kind of what I'm looking for in the market. In the short term and long term, I can't even keep it together. I'm so excited about long term because we're even talking only a few weeks away that we could be testing again $10,000, $11,000 Bitcoin. Now, if that's not exciting, guys, and again, let me tell you this. When those levels start getting tested, I think that's when absolute hype mode is going to kick in. And if many of you guys were around in some key levels of cryptocurrency back in like 2017, in some of those time frames, they were absolutely wild. Literally every single day, you would wake up and the prices would be skyrocketing again. And that's what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is once it reaches these certain levels, that momentum is going to come back, in my opinion. Okay, that definitely, like, that is what we're aiming for. That is the goal of this. Trying to understand the market and its flow and try to get ready for that momentum, because I want to tell you guys one thing. When that momentum starts, there is no stopping it. Okay, you will have a very, very real sense of FOMO when you just see those charts pumping all the time. So what we're trying to do is get ready, because this is, I mean, in my opinion, this is going to be one of the craziest things since sliced butter. Absolutely gnarly, guys. Totally insane. But for now, the most likely and the most healthy thing, in my opinion, is that we do get a small short-term consolidation. It could even be a day or two. It could be a few days. And then continued uptrend and more excitement. Wow, I just cannot even wait for this. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been absolutely a blast to track these markets. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and I'll see you in the next one.